race off successfully with them for the Irish Independent Arkle Challenge Trophy towards the first fence. Armaturk and Ilathu. Armaturk went through the top of the fence, a slow jump by Assessed as well as they go on towards the second. Ilathu from Armaturk on the near side then is I with a mistake there by Jardin de Beaulieu. Cadaran on the outside. A long run to settle down a bit as they go towards the third fence. It's Ilathu with I out wide, then Armaturk, Jardin de Beaulieu and Cadaran in the red jacket. Barton is wide of the pack in the stripes of Stanley Clark. Trucker's Tavern is next, back on the inside Fondmort. Seebald is held up in the early stages as they jump the third fence. With Seebald was Moscow Flyer, then You'll Never Walk Alone tucked away up the inside, and 3 or 4 lengths last is Assessed as they pass the stands with just a circuit to go. And it's Ilathu by about a length to I. Armaturk, who often blazes the trail, forced to follow suit in third at the moment. Cadaran was fourth, and then Barton on the outside. Fondmort's got a lovely position on the inside, and these are followed by Jardin de Beaulieu and You'll Never Walk Alone and Moscow Flyer and Seebald, and then Trucker's Tavern, and finally Assessed. Downhill towards the next, the first in the back straight, at which it was still Ilathu, joined there by Armaturk. A very bad mistake by Assessed in last place, and Armaturk has now got back to the lead from Ilathu as they run towards the water jump. I is close up, and then Cadaran as they take the water. Fondmort hasn't left the inside. Barton is close up, also right up the inner is You'll Never Walk Alone as they now go towards a big open ditch. Armaturk will rise first from Ilathu. The others are safely over. Seebald has moved into about 7th place in the white jacket as they race towards another plain fence. Armaturk by 2 or 3 lengths over this from Cadaran, who may have just landed second. A bad blunder at the back by Jardin de Beaulieu, had already lost a lot of places. Fondmort is right there in the brown on the rail. Barton in the stripes. Moscow Flyer in the noseband out wide of the chasing 4. And then Seebald waiting in the wings as Ilathu begins to backpedal. This is an open ditch. Armaturk took off a long way from the fence and showed a lot of scope to get to the other side. Fondmort coasting on the inner, then Moscow Flyer. Seebald is chasing and is being niggled away, back in 4th place. Barton a little bit outpaced at this stage in 5th. Then Trucker's Tavern, Assessed despite a lot of mistakes, is beginning to stay on, and then Cadaran, and then You'll Never Walk Alone. Down the hill then, they've got 3 fences left to jump in the Arkle, and it's Armaturk from Moscow Flyer. Fondmort has now come off the rail. Seebald is staying on for pressure out wide as they jump 3 out. Armaturk went through the top. Moscow Flyer and Seebald right alongside on landing. Then Fondmort under pressure. Barton is well in arrears. Then Trucker's Tavern and Assessed. They run down towards the second last. Seebald and Moscow Flyer coming there strongly on the outside of Armaturk, who made another mistake. Fondmort is back in 4th place, and then Trucker's Tavern and Barton trying to stay on, but racing round the final turn, it's Moscow Flyer for Ireland here. Barry Geraghty chased hard by Seebald, who's got 2.5 lengths to make up as they race towards the final fence. Seebald coming wide. Armaturk and Fondmort are well down in 3rd and 4th. At the final fence, a great jump from Moscow Flyer. He still leads by 2 lengths, but Seebald will not give in without a battle. Moscow Flyer from Seebald as they race up the Cheltenham Hill, and Moscow Flyer is drawing away now, and it's another win for Ireland in only the 2nd race. 2 out of 2. Moscow Flyer wins the Arkle. In 2nd, Seebald. Clear then of Armaturk in 3rd, Trucker's Tavern 4. Fondmort was next, then Assessed. Barton, behind Barton was Cadaran. You'll Never Walk Alone and I well beaten off. Ilathu was pulled up, may not have jumped the last, and Jardin de Beaulieu was a casualty. Horse and rider look okay. Moscow Flyer at 11 to 2, the winner of this Irish Independent Arkle Challenge Trophy, in the colours of Brian Kearney, trained by Jessica Harrington and ridden by Barry Geraghty. Came there strongly, going towards the 2nd last. Seebald looked in a danger, but Tony McCoy had been niggling away at Seebald from the top of the hill, and he was never going quite well enough from then on to threaten this horse, who drew clear on the run-in. A faller last time, jumped much better today.
Moscow Flyer returned the 11-2 clear fourth favourite, did touch 6-1 on the course and completes a double for the Irish here at the meeting. The runner-up Seebald, Barry Dennis's Bismarck, got beat, the 5-2 favourite. Armaturk was third at 8-1 and Trucker's Tavern was fourth at 11-1. The distances were 4 lengths and 13 lengths, and Moscow Flyer, Ireland's 13th winner in the Arkle. In the 90s there's been Tanya Canyon and Claren Davis. In the 80s, Maureen Prince, Bob's Line, the Brockshee and Anna Glog's daughter. 13 wins, now it's 14. That makes it 14 wins for Ireland in the Arkle. The easy to back Moscow Flyer returned at 11-2 this morning in the offices. It was 6-1 and 11-2 generally. Ladbrokes knew they only went 5-1, and back comes Moscow Flyer 11-2. The Irish are absolutely flying. First 2 winners at this magnificent festival.
Triumphant return of Moscow Flyer and Barry Geraghty after their victory in the Arkle. Had 2 falls on his form string, but he's never